All right, with me again is Ty Hansen from Windrose North, and the first thing I want to talk about I saw online, this is getting a lot of action online. Hopefully you want to talk about this, fish bra. You got to tell me about those pictures you and your girlfriend took, because it's getting a lot of play online, right? There's a lot of action on that.
I think on that page she's over 4,000.
I believe that.
Likes on
I was going to have her come in here explain the situation too.
And I invited her to come with, and she can
come in here anytime she wants.
Yeah, she's got to work at 3:00, so she's like, I'm get ready and stuff like that.
We'll set something up, and she can.
Oh yeah, she'd be more come in here to do that. But no, that was a fun thing.
It was cool.
It's a very popular thing on Instagram.
Fish bra is really?
Yeah, there's a whole page dedicated to it. It's got over 318,000 followers.
You're kidding? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's not something I just randomly came up with. I mean, it
would have been impressive. Although I knew that wasn't true because I had done it for one of my shows. I had talked about fish bra. But still, pretty cool that you guys did that.
Yeah, I mean, we borrowed the paddle boards. For anybody interested, the paddle boards we rented from Windrose North.
Okay.
So they're available it's not very expensive to get out on the water with them. But where we went was way up on the upper Scott flowage of the Menominee River where, I mean, I got there and we were standing at the boat ramp, and I was like, there's no way I could take any boat up here right now. The water is so low up there. Literally, I don't even think you could have got a John boat in there. We actually got stuck a couple times where we had to pick the paddleboards up and walk like 100 yards to get over sandbars and stuff. So that's in the paddleboards, and like inch of water there, know? So that was kind of fun. But we went up there in the sole purpose to try and catch fish on a stand-up paddleboard. Okay. And she had kind of wanted to do that for a little while. She's outgoing and kind of sporty like that. So I was like, I'm not going to decline, you know. So
red-blooded male. Why would you?
Right. So they turned out really good.
They did actually.
And
I had to stop. That's for sure. They make you stop as you're scrolling down your feed there.
Oh yeah,
it makes you stop. That's for sure. And that's the whole key, I think.
Yeah, and it was a good time. I didn't share them on the Windrose North page. They're on the personal page. You know, just it's a little edgy for stuff that we like to do for the store. But we ended up catching some nice fish.
It's not that bad though. I mean, you could do that for a store. It's not like it's X-rated or anything like that. Not at all.
That's probably a Zach issue, you know. It's one of the things he's like, probably shouldn't have posted that, you know. I get that here and there, but you know, it happens.
That's all right.
No, it was one of those fun things, and a lot of people liked it. Good responses. I didn't have to block too many negative comments.
I was going to ask you about that. Have you gotten a lot of flack for that?
Not really. I mean, everybody that saw it, I mean, it's probably seen it before, especially in the fishing community. It's. I mean, you've seen them,
right.
So.
It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I think it's pretty neat.
And the fish that we caught were big enough, so it's like, We're
going to get her in here. She can tell her side of the story. How about that? All right? We'll do that next time.
Sounds good. We'll schedule something.
All right. Well, let's talk fishing. Before we get to what's coming up, I did want to ask you your thoughts on the season, this summer season that's gone on. What do you think? How was it this year? Bad, good, indifferent, what? This
year has been up and down. I guess it depends on what you're fishing for. That's the big thing. The trout
fish bras, of course.
The trout and the salmon have just been real weird this year. I mean, I've gone out a couple times in the bay this year trolling, and it's not something that I normally do. Jared, our young guy at Windrose North, he's much more in tune with what's going on in the bay. Okay. We actually went out in his boat, and he had the right location. I mean, I was watching the graph that I'm used to reading the hummingbirds and stuff like that, and I mean, to me, it's like there's a ton of fish in here. You know, why aren't we catching anything? We're trolling at the right depths, right distances, and everything seems perfect. Fish would not bite.
They wouldn't do it, huh?
No. So I mean, finally, literally, like we've been out there for 4.5 hours and trolling over big balls of bait and it looks like a bunch of fish to me. I mean, I don't know if they're sucking logs or something down there that are marking. I don't know, but to me, they looked like fish, and. You know, and we're getting frustrated, man. Like we should be hooking into them. There's fish all over the place. There's boats around us and stuff, and we didn't see anybody else catching anything either. And no, I told Jared, I said we've been out here for like 4.5 hours now, man. I gotta get home and stuff. You know, it's getting dark, so
throwing the towel.
Yeah, and he's like, let's give it 10 more minutes. So that was at 7:30. Well, at 7:40, the time is on the hummingbird that we have up there. So I was like, all right, Jared, let's start packing up. And Literally, as soon as he turns around to get out of his seat, I hear a little click and the downrigger goes off. And I look back, and the rod just bends over.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's like, fish, you know. So we went 1 for 1. I know some trout guys are real big on, oh, yeah, we went one. We hooked up with one, and we landed one, you know.
Oh, they do that? Like baseball players too? Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
you know, and
cool.
you know, some guys have good days out there where they go 13 for 15 or something like that.
I didn't
good
know they
percentage,
did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I see that a lot with trout and salmon, so it's kind of neat, you know.
We got to get you guys like baseball cards with the stats on the back. There you go.
That would be awesome.
Windrose North, Zach. There you go.
Yeah, that would be kind of neat to make some of them up. So I'm 1 for 1 on the year for trout.
For everybody out there.
Yeah, just putting that out there. Bass fishing, not good this
Not so
year.
much.
Missing a lot of fish for some reason. Not
Okay.
fishing clean at all.
Well, a few weeks left in the summer season, sort of. What do you have coming up? I know there's a kayak tournament or something. Right?
Yeah. I can't even say it's summer. It's kind of like it's a month from now.
Okay.
You know, so it's September 28th is our pre-meeting. We're having that held at Minneconne Harbor. We're gonna do Dexter's Pizza. So that's gonna be awesome. I always love their pizza. Best.
I'm gonna be there on Saturday. They have great pizza. I have to do the M&M game, and we
Oh,
do the
okay.
post game show there. And
Nice.
after the game, the post game show, we have a pizza, and it's amazing.
Well, you should swing out because I believe Old Town is going to be sponsoring pizzas for us. So,
Okay.
we're going to be doing kayak demos. All the brand new 2019 fishing kayaks that are coming out, we're going to have them there
Nice.
at Minneconne Harbor to demo and test out. So you're going to be able to get on the water, feel these things. They made more budget-friendly fishing kayaks, so you can get in a pedal drive for under $2,000.
Nice.
And then their stand-up board or the stand-up kayaks without the pedal drive, they got to $900 and $1,000 respectively
Very nice.
in the sizes. So they're getting more affordable. I know that's a big thing is like you know somebody buy a John boat for that or whatnot. But these things, there's so much technology. You can stand up and fish in them. They're actually I think more stable than a canoe for sure. And I'm be getting one for sure. You know,
Okay.
I can't wait to get in the water again in a kayak.
Very
So-
cool. I was going to tell you, I think since last time I talked to you, I was in Maine for a week because half my family's from Maine. Would you ever? Does that interest you, being on the ocean fishing, stuff like that?
No,
Not at all.
not really.
You're kidding. I was picturing like swordfish and sharks. You're not into that?
I've seen some of the videos.
My uncle Rick was
I
a
don't know if
fisherman.
that's
He used to
there.
take me out when I was a kid, and he would catch sharks.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Now we had one of our best customers. His name's Josh. He ended up moving to basically Southern California.
Okay.
About 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and he was always big on. He would always bring in. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gearing up for going out there," and he'd bring in these big, huge reels for tuna and
Yep.
you know these huge
They're
rods and
big,
stuff.
yeah.
You know, he's ordering them or whatnot, and.
They order through Windrose. They can get all that.
Oh,
stuff,
we can
or what?
get pretty much anything.
Oh,
As far
okay.
as fishing stuff, we
Cool.
can get pretty much anything.
Nice.
But he was ordering this stuff and just gearing up for that. And so earlier this week, he texted me and he was like, "Dude, I will fly you out here to Southern California to come fish tuna with me. I got an opening this week."
And here you are.
Yeah, and you know, well, that was actually last week, so
Okay.
that it would have been for Saturday and Sunday. I had a big bass tournament on Sunday to go
Okay.
to, so I couldn't go. So I politely declined. Well, he sent me
Nice
a
picture.
Oh my gosh, man! So if there's anything that I wish I could have done this week, it was going on a big
Check that
tuna
out.
boat. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. I'll show you this thing. It's let's see, 238
Kidding.
pound bluefin tuna. This thing
Here,
is
we'll put it up on the. Oh, yeah, that is big.
that
I've
is
never.
massive,
And there he is holding it. Here, we'll put it up for the camera.
right?
Let it focus. I don't know, but if you can see that, hopefully that's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean-
so that's your buddy, huh?
Yeah, and
That's really cool.
I don't know where I was going with that. I was just excited.
Well, I know where I'm going with it. Somebody asked me about you. Actually, if you have any questions for Zach or
Oh,
anything,
traveling, that's right.
Put them in the comments. Yeah, traveling. You don't want to do that, but you know, talking about shark and big fish. What's the biggest fish you've ever caught? Somebody asked me that. Somebody from Green Bay actually asked
The
me that.
biggest fish I've ever caught. It's got to be a sturgeon in a Menominee. I mean, it has to be.
Like how big?
4.5, 5 foot, somewhere
Okay.
in there. I mean, when I when you hook sturgeon or whatnot, you try and be real careful with them. Don't keep them hooked or in the boat very long. You know, I know a few years ago they were really big on like not even bringing them in the boat. But from what I understand is it's safe. I mean, personally, I think it's safer too. Anyways, bring them in the boat gently, cradle them, whatnot, set them on the deck, unhook them. quick picture. I actually film videos, so I don't even stop and hold the picture at all.
Right.
You know, I got the camera on them the whole time and release them. Every time I've hooked a sturgeon, they're back in the water within 90 seconds. But yeah, we normally don't get an exact measurement on them. You know, quick tape, boat, 56, 57, good to go. Let them go back in the water. But that's definitely one of my biggest fish.
Cool.
As far as bass goes, 7-1 for smallmouth, 7 pounds 1 ounce for smallmouth, came out of a northern little lake that I will
exactly
keep secret. I know a couple other guys that'll appreciate that too because it's got big fish in it. But then, other than that, I haven't caught a pike over 40 inches recently. That's kind of strange. Normally you get one a year.
Sure.
I've never caught a muskie over 30 inches.
All right.
So I've
work on that.
Yeah, I mean, I targeted him for one day this spring because Josh actually wanted to try and catch one before he left for California.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, I'll buy a couple bucktails or whatnot. And
right.
we tried. We had one follow, so that was pretty cool. I've never had that happen before. So
we'll see if it happens in the future.
It's a big deal, I guess.
For sure.
I saw 3 of them this weekend, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the little lake that we went to.
Nice.
Saw 3 big muskies.
Very cool.
Should have been fishing them because bass, I only caught 3 overall for the whole day, so it wasn't entirely great.
All right, Ty. Well, thanks for coming in, and next time, bring in your girlfriend. We'll talk about that. Get her point of view, all right?
Yeah, definitely. She'd be more than willing to talk.
All right, well.
Just one more thing we'll hit on real quick.
Go ahead.
Is we got the entry forms for the kayak tournament up.
Okay.
They're on our Facebook page. So anybody interested in that, any questions, send us a message, comment in the comments below, and we'll get back to you. The tournament is the 29th of September.
Okay.
It's going to be a 4-hour tournament online, register your fish, catch and release.
Okay.
All sorts of fun stuff. Prizes donated by a bunch of different companies. It's going to be a huge event. So
Perfect.
We're doing lunch. I think somebody's doing brats or something like that.
Okay.
So it'll be fun.
Somebody will. Maybe me. Who knows?
Yeah, right.
All right.
Swing by, check it out.
All right, Ty. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me again.